If you can go 10 years in the future, 2035, what type of experiments, results, and things are happening with your work and around the world for those that commit to deeper levels of meditation, deeper levels of healing, deeper levels of upgrading their personality to create new realities? What do you see in 10 years with the level of progress you've already made to where it's heading?
The research from Source, It's Within You, that documentary, that research is three years old. So we've got tons of more research that's really exciting. As an example, we gave 700 people a heart rate monitor to wear at our 10-day event in Cancun in December of last year. And we had 264 healthy subjects, and then the rest had some type of chronic health condition. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, cancer, whatever it was. And what we discovered, we've just started looking at the data. The 50 people that had anxiety, that had their own heart rate rhythms and all this kind of jagged lines, the moment they dropped into a meditation, their heart signatures were matching the healthy controls. Very first meditation, wow. And it went on for 10 days. So there's this entrainment non-locally that's taking place when people's hearts are open, and the strong somehow elevates the weak, right? So we have to investigate that a lot further. The mathematics we have, our Taiwanese mathematicians, they say the event is too good. Like there's no way that the mathematics say that this is a needle in the haystack for this to occur, and yet it does occur. The murmuration of what's being created from an emergent consciousness is everybody's being entrained to some invisible field, right? And we have to investigate that further. I just invested in a bunch of new equipment to measure body fat, muscle, lean body index, muscle strength, gait, posture. Why? Because of people stepping out of wheelchairs and dropping their crutches, and we know our preliminary data shows that people get taller. They have more muscle strength. Their lean body mass index changes. They have less body fat. They walk differently, right? So again, like this is all pieces of the puzzle. So we have so much data right now. We have so much data on the microbiome. Well, like our microbiome studies are just in 7 days, you have a completely different microbiome.
Crazy.
That means that you're not the same person. Same person has the same microbiome. So all these probiotic microbes are flourishing in people's bodies. And that's the microbiomes that suppress cancer, that respond to cancer treatment, that reduce inflammation. All these healthy microbes are just growing in the person's body. We have a voice, harmonicity. There's more harmonicity in a person's voice. Their language changes, their face changes,
wow.
Their blood changes, their breath changes. We have trillions of data points. So one day, we just did an extensive study on the breath, just studying breath. One day you'll be able to breathe into something and we can tell you what your microbiome looks like. We'll be able to take a snapshot of your face and determine if you have cancer. We'll be able to tell you after a meditation if your meditation was good just by, one small data point. The predictive model is insane. I mean, we have that many data points. So instead of having to put a brain cap on to determine if you had a good meditation, we have so many data points that we can enter at any point. So that's on the horizon. The conversations that we're having in medical schools right now, and with researchers, and not the conversations I was having 5 years ago, the mind-body connection is absolutely a reality. The human nervous system manufactures a pharmacy of chemicals that works better than any drug. That's what our data shows, right? And so we're interested in bringing this work into medical schools, and we've been asked to do that.
That's cool.
And it's really important because our data is so novel. It's not positive psychology. This is an immersive experience, right? And so why is that valuable? I find it valuable because we have to change the conversation in medicine. If chronic health conditions require a lifestyle change, that's 95% of our health problems, right? No one's teaching anybody how to change. You may know what you want to change or why you want to change, but you don't know how to change, right? So if there's 3 types of stress, physical, chemical, and emotional, there's 3 types of balance, physical, chemical, and emotional. Get 2 out of those 3 in place, the third one comes around. So why not introduce a course to medical students about the mind-body connection to show how effective it really is and how meditation is the mediator of that. And then the person can be a plastic surgeon, or the person can be an oncologist, or the person could be a brain surgeon or dermatologist. But when they come across a person and they have to give them a diagnosis, when they give them the diagnosis and the person says, I think I want to do some meditation and I think I really want to change, and instead of saying that's junk, that doesn't work, the doctor will say, I encourage that.
Yeah.
You know, I had the course in med school and I know it works. God, I think it's a great idea if you wanted to change to help this health condition. Let's just make sure in 3 months you come back and let's reevaluate. Do you want to do conventional treatment? Because I'll support you any way you want. But if you don't, then let's just keep measuring to make sure you're not getting worse. And if you're getting worse, we got to change it. You know,
Yeah.
So there's got to be a different conversation that goes on. So there's that, and then then there's just we've been asked to bring this work into operating rooms, because many times the surgeon hates the anesthesiologist, the technician is in routine, and the nurses hate both the doctors, and it's tough in there.
It's not a loving environment where you feel like
you're not getting their best.